What's going on, dreamers? This is your boy Gerald, aka G. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I am the founder of Dreams R Us LLC, and what I specialize is anything outdoor related. That's from gardening, from boating, fishing, laser tag, outdoor bonfires. So if you're viewing my channel, you can see a playlist of everything that I'm involved with. So I'm hoping that you like it. But today, this is what we're going to be doing. Yep, you guessed it. We're going to be planting blueberries. And this variety we have is pink lemonade blueberry. I've tasted these guys and they are sweet, and they do have a lemonade taste to it. So I said, hey, why not? I typically have some wild blueberries on my property, and they are much sweeter than the store-bought cultivated ones. So I decided to go to Lowe's and purchase a couple of varieties and plant them at my house. That way I can have blueberries anytime that I want. So once again, that's pink lemonade, and this is another variety here, and that came in a double pack. This is Misty and Legacy, and this is the box. So you get 2 bare roots for $11.49, and these roughly were $13.98. Comes in a 1 gallon container. And blueberries, they like acidic soil, so I will be amending soil today, and I have some planters that I'm going to be putting it in, so you guys get to watch it. But as you can see, they already have blueberries on it. They are known to produce blueberries the first year, but it's going to really take off on the second year, especially if you amend the soil correctly. Now these aren't as great as the ones that's here, but they will take off, like I said, if you amend the soil correctly. So here's one of the planters that I picked up from Lowe's today. This is a 20-inch pot. It's pretty deep. I bought 4 of them. Got all gray, but 1 olive one, because they didn't have any more gray. And what you see here, these are just some bottles, plastic water bottles and juice bottles that I saved. And what I'm going to do is actually put some of those in the bottom. That way I don't have to fill this whole guy up with soil. And these roots, they're not as deep. The blueberry roots are not going to go as deep. So that is just a filler. So I will be putting a couple of those bottles in there. So these planters actually have a water retaining saucer at the bottom. Here it attaches. Let's see. There you go, right there. But I think we may have a problem, and this is why. So you see, I just put water in here. Now say we get a lot of rain, right? This is supposed to drain. It is not draining that much, and blueberries like to be moist, but they don't like to be soggy. So it's going to retain all of that water. So I'm going to have to drill holes in the bottom for it to drain properly. And at the bottom, I'm also have to put pea gravel. That way the soil is not going to clog up those holes that I do drill. So here we go. So this is just a 1/2 inch drill bit. And as you can see right here, these are where the little pegs go. That's inside the planter. I'm just going to drill right beside it, because inside of right there, that's where the water will retain, so it will just basically flow out right beside it. Okay. Just drill a couple holes here. Alright, before drilling the other ones, let me just test this and make sure that it's draining properly. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Alright, I actually think that it's working. So you can see, there we go. That's exactly what we want to happen there. Perfect. All right, well, I think I need to drill some more holes. Those 2 holes you see there, those little tiny holes, those are pilot holes that was already pre-drilled when I bought this. But the water is only draining out these little pegs right here, okay, and these, but it's not coming out as fast as I like it. So from when I showed you the first time, 5 minutes has gone by and it's still retaining a lot of water. I want it to come out a little faster than that. Unless I lift it up, then you'll see it pour out. So what I need to do is, where I have that hole right here, I need to go and drill straight through it. And maybe I'll just do 2 and not all 4. So let me try that. Now that I drill the hole straight through on opposite ends. Yeah, okay. So now we have drain hole going straight through. Now we should see how fast it's going to drain. All right, looks like it's flowing pretty good here. All right. Yep, there we go. That's exactly what we want. That drained out of there in probably 10-15 seconds. Sweet. So now it's time for me to create my acidic soil blend. And from left to right, we have, this is a pail of compost and manure. And here you have some vermiculite, and that will allow for the airflow and prevent soil compaction. And these are bags that I had left over. The main ingredient here is the sphagnum peat moss, which is low in pH. And I'm gonna also top it off with some the Dr. Earth soil acidifier, which is great for acid loving plants such as the berries, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, as the such. So oh, and here in this bucket here, this was this is also some acidic soil that I had previously. I had a majestic palm in here, which is an acid loving plant, so I'm gonna mix that in there and utilize that soil. Oh, this guy here, not to mention, so this is supposed to test for moisture, light, and pH. Unfortunately, this is not working for my pH. Everything else works, so I don't care what I stick this in, it does not give me the proper pH. So as you can see, it's saying it's alkaline, but we all know that peat moss is acidic, and especially sphagnum, it should be in a pH around 4 or 5. So if I stick it in there, it does not register. It still registers alkaline. Okay, so I don't care what soil I put it in, it does not change. So here's your manure and compost. It does not change, but it does work for moisture content. As you can see, it says that's wet, and for the peat, it says that it's dry. So that does work. And as far as the light, it does work. It's just the pH, the one that I really need. So it looks like I'm gonna have to either do a home test or buy another digital type of meter and get an accurate read on my mixture. Since I need a large area to mix up and I want to thoroughly mix it, I'm just gonna choose this little area here. I cleared of weeds, and I'm gonna use my little handheld tiller here, my Husqvarna, with the attachment Trimmer Plus, the blades, and I'm going to till the soil to mix it thoroughly. Yo, it takes a lot of water to saturate this peat moss. So it did not work mixing it in these pots. So what I ended up doing was taking the mixture back out, putting it back on the ground, saturating it with water, and using the tiller to mix it up. So now I'm at the stage that I went on and made a hole, and I need to measure this up, the plant here, make sure that it's above the soil. I do not want to have root rot, so it should sit up somewhat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little of this soil acidifier at the bottom, and then I'm going to also put some at the top. Now it says to put 1 tablespoon for every 4 inches. This is a 20-inch pot, so that's going to be 5 tablespoons. I had a little 1 tablespoon measuring cup, but I don't know where I put it, so I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm also gonna put a little bit of 10-10-10 fertilizer in there as well. About mix it up a little bit. There you go. All right, so what I'll do is finish that off with some pine bark, pine shavings, or either some pine needles. I can get some pine needles from the property. I have plenty of pine trees there. And that'll help with the acidic as well, the acid level. So this year I'm doing something different with my raised bed. I'm doing the square foot method. So this is a 4x5 foot raised bed with a canopy top. I'm going to put new shade cloth on top of that. So here we go. Being that this is a 4x5, I was able to measure out, so I have 5 squares going across and 4 down, so that gives me 21 foot squares. So this is going to give me a lot more food instead of doing the straight line like I did last year. So coming from the back, I have red Swiss, I have tower romaine, bunching onion, I have carrots, spinach, Lola Rosa, sandy lettuce, I think that's lacinato kale. I could be pronouncing it incorrectly, but anyway, I got my black seeded back here. Actually, I use 2 spaces for that because I actually do really like the black seeded. Bib head lettuce here, winter density, butter crunch, red Russian kale, which I did last year, and that was over actually in the corner where the spinach is. These 2 are blank right here, okay? And then I have carrots and romaine, Paris Island romaine, which is different than the other romaine that's in the corner, the tower romaine. Some more Lola Rosa and spinach. And then intertwined in there, I have some marigolds. Not too much. I think I have a little bit, like probably in this corner, and then some over in that corner right there. Okay, and like I said, I left these 2 blank. I haven't decided what I'm going to put there yet. But there you have it. That is 20 squares that I get to have a different variety of lettuces that I get to eat.